Instagram from one of my many burner accounts, you can see that he follows the Siren Agency on Instagram. But Arson goes on to say in this TikTok that Siren calls themselves a free management service, which is red flag number 1, because hey, what is that? But she also says right after that Siren wanted to take 50% of the money that she makes from her OnlyFans.
So then it turns out you have to give them 50% of your earnings on your spicy site.
Which is a lot of money for a free management service to take, I gotta admit. I feel like anything more than 0 is a lot for a free management service to take. It's almost like a free management service doesn't exist because that's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Those don't exist. So once I saw this TikTok, I knew I needed to take a closer look. I needed to do a deep dive. I needed to put my goggles on and do a big front flip cannonball into some research, okay? I wanted to find out more about the Siren Agency and what they're up to. So I searched Siren Agency on Google and I found their website, so let's take a look at that really quick. Okay, right off the bat, I noticed they're doing the same thing that Russell Hartley did on his website that I showed 2 years ago, where they just put news outlets on there that they have not been featured in, because you can search Siren Agency and then the news network and then just nothing. And you know what? Call me crazy. That shouldn't be allowed. Like, could you imagine if every actor's IMDb page just showed every movie they haven't been in? That'd be a fucking nightmare, dude. Nightmare, dude. That'd be a fucking nightmare, dude. Why am I saying it like that? That'd be I'm a nightmare, dude. Like, that would be a logistical nightmare. Except for Michael Caine's IMDb page, I feel like his would be empty because he is in every single movie. Yeah, we got this thing that says, our clients enjoy 300% cost savings, 450 million followers, 400% increased engagement. Like, just throwing numbers out, just being like, yeah, 300, 400, a million, I don't fucking care. I love how they also got a bunch of just random fucking stock photos on the website. I guess this photo right here is the live reaction of someone seeing that they're gonna take half of your income. All right, they got a contact us page, and then they have a privacy policy. Let's take a look at that. So right off the bat, I like how they left the suggested text prompt from whatever website design service they used. It's nice to know that they're paying attention to the details, you know, especially when it comes to people's privacy. So yeah, all in all, it's a lazy, ugly website that they probably threw together in an afternoon on some site like Squarespace or some shit like that. And that is frustrating, but then again, it's pretty on brand. Like, Russell Hartley looks like if like a generic website template like became a guy. Just fucking boring, unassuming, unoriginal. He's just a fucking guy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I wouldn't even notice if he was like sitting on my head like doing a drum solo. I just wouldn't notice. That's how unassuming and boring he is. And this website was super shitty. It barely gave me any information. So I reached out to Arson to see if they would be down to send me any screenshots they have of the conversation that they had with Siren Agency, and Arson came through with the fucking heat. Okay, that was not an Arson joke. I was just saying there's good stuff. Okay, so they start off the conversation by like sending Instagram links to the people who are signed to Siren right now. They also sent an LA Weekly article that talks about how awesome and groundbreaking their influencer marketing company is. Fucking slow news day, I guess. At Siren Agency, the goal is to empower clients to continue growing their brand and treating it as the business it deserves to be. Owner and CEO Chase McAneer knows firsthand what it takes to start a flourishing business. He wants to see the same success for all the talent on his roster. The mission of Chase and co-founder Russell Hartley is for the agency to empower the women. The mission for Russell Hartley is to empower the women.
I keep seeing so much lately that women are living their life on easy mode, and I'm here to tell you that that's absolutely true.
On their client list to get paid what they deserve for the content that they put hours of work to produce for their followers, and act as a bridge between talent and brands, allowing their talent to focus on what is most important, engaging with their following. Shut up. Like I said, slow news day, I guess. There really wasn't anything else happening in LA that week. LA Weekly. This is just a hunch, and I have no proof, but I'm like 99% sure that they paid for this. There's no way, like, a publication was like,
yeah, I heard about a new influencer marketing agency. I think they're gonna change the game.
No one fucking cares. In LA, there's so many influencer marketing things. Who fucking cares, man? There's a new one every day. And funny enough, at the bottom, it says, advertising disclosure. We may receive compensation for some of the links in our stories.
So I don't know. don't know.
Also, if you look right here, it says brand partner content. They paid for this shit.
But anyways, back to the messages. Arson asks how their management company works, and they send this. Our rates are competitive with every other major agency, except we go above and beyond because we're the only agency that actually cares about our talent, especially in this industry. So I know this on paper, this should be a good thing. You know, it should be a good thing to say that a company actually cares about the talent. But from my experience, this is a big red flag. A reputable agency or management company, they're not going to be like,
we're the ones who actually care, okay? We care.
Like, that should just go without saying. They don't have to fucking inflate themselves to say that, you know? That's like the equivalent of like some guy being like, no, I'm a nice guy. You don't have to worry. And then they proceed to do the most heinous shit imaginable to you that will scar you for the rest of your life. Okay, let's read the next part. While you're with us, you get full health insurance, vision and dental insurance, 100% free. Most all medical emergencies are covered too. Okay. I am rather concerned about the 100% free thing, because that is too good to be true. Even in like, we have like universal healthcare up here in Canada, but you still need to like pay sometimes a little bit. So it's like, America, I don't think they're fucking covering 100%, dude. Maybe they mean it's 100% free because they're just going to use like the 50% of your income that you give them to pay for the health insurance. Maybe that's what they, like, you're not paying, but you are. And this next line is crazy as well. Literally, if you have a baby, Siren Care covers it.
What?
What does that mean? Covers it? Covers it in what? Huh? Fuck, peanut butter? Okay, our service rates are based on a minimum account volume. If I recall correctly, you're below our minimum, so your rate would be slightly higher until our team brings you up to our minimum requirements. And then your rate would automatically be reduced. Yeah, okay, that's another thing that fucking pisses me off with, management companies. Shitty management companies, they have this thing, like, they act like they're doing you a favor by taking an insane amount of your money that you make by creating content. And then no matter what you do, like if you have a video that goes like viral or anything, they're like, couldn't have done it without us. Now you didn't have that video before you signed with us, so it's gotta be us. Like, it's so shitty to be like, until our team brings you up to our minimum requirements. You're not doing fucking anything. It's the person's gonna be more successful if they put the work in and stuff, right? So it's like fucking, that's also another red flag. Next, they continue to promise a bunch of crazy shit. Full health insurance for your pets.
What the dog
Access to a free therapist 5 days a week if you need it, because supposedly mental health is super important to them. You get someone to help you with your taxes and a full-time social media manager. And obviously, if something sounds too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, it is. So this whole thing just seems insane to me, but they end this next paragraph with quite the curveball. So all of this and no contracts. We don't want you to feel like a prisoner here, so you can cancel at any time. That's good. Also, the head of the company is a woman.
Oh my god.
So if you have any questions or problems with any of this, talk to my boss, Leah. I like how they put the ellipses after that too, like it was like a fucking like mic drop moment. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, head of the company's a fucking woman. Yeah. She's a straight up chick. She's a broad. So, well, she's here. She's not abroad. She's a bitch. I'm also confused because isn't Russell Hartley and the other fucking McLevin guy is like, aren't they the founders? Like, aren't they the heads of the company? I'm really confused because that article says Russell Hartley, but Russell Hartley isn't even listed in the Siren Agency LinkedIn. I looked, he's not in there. Maybe he's like a ghostwriter of sorts. I don't know. Emphasis on ghost, because he's scary. So after this message about the head of the company, Arson responds with a really good question. She asks, but what is the cut for my OnlyFans specifically, and why isn't she listed in the articles? And to that, they respond with, oh, honestly, I don't know. The articles are a little outdated, and it's a big company. I just work here. Leah's the director and my boss. Every new talent talks to her when they start. And it's like, yo, if the articles are outdated, why you sending them? Why that? Like, that's what you sent to describe the company, dude. Also to be like, I don't know, I just work here. Then dude, what are you doing then? What the fuck? Hey man, can I just get a Big Mac? I don't know, man, I just work here. Yeah, I know, like, that's why I ordered from you. Can I just get a Big Mac? The ice cream machine is broken, also. So in the next message, they go on to say that they make 100% of the money for their clients. They do all the work, and they only get paid after their work is done. And right after that, in brackets, they put, we're on the account 24/7, by the way, which I feel like is a way for them to like qualify themselves to get paid no matter what, because they can be like, well, we're on the count all day. So what? Do you think